So one of the things I love about feedback, especially collaborating with students, is being able to sit down and actually draw with them. And not just draw over their drawing to point out everything that, say, every mistake they've made or different thing that I would do, but to really work through the design process, find out what their goals were with the design, things that I feel could help push the design to be better, but also to point out things that I really like about the design or I think is working, functionally in their work. So, for me, whenever I think of feedback, I just think of collaboration. It really just it's two artists coming together to take a design to that next level. Hey Ricardo, Nate Wragg here. Just wanted to go over your assignment with you this week. What you've submitted is looking great, so let's go ahead and break it down and talk about a few things. So first off, I really love the size and sort of shape contrast. The fact that we've got this sort of really thin, skinny guy, almost kind of looks like a hobo or a drunken guy, sort of lying on the bench, and then we've got this really big lady who looks like she is so uninterested in the situation. So for me, that's looking really good. The one thing I wanted to talk with you about today and sort of how we can plus this better, it really is all about readability. To me, she reads very well. The one thing I would suggest with her is think a little bit about how this body shape sits on this type of bench. You've got a bench that has sort of a great sense of dimension, and she's sort of flatly sitting on it. So what I would almost suggest with her is this type of thing, where find out where her sort of butt is sitting, so to speak, and then if you want to have her legs crossed, just have them crossed like this. You can still have those sort of dainty feet, and by doing this, we've got this leg, this is spotted over here, this now becomes the bench, this becomes underneath the bench, and now to me she actually feels like she's sitting on the bench. And I might even thicken up her little purse strap and put it like this so that you can tell what she's holding. At first I thought it was a little see-through into her dress, but then I could realize it was the purse. So I would make this adjustment because this now makes it feel like she's actually sitting on the bench. The other thing is readability on this character's face. It's really hard to tell what's going on and what he's doing. So I would almost start over a little bit with kind of what you're doing. I'm just going to sort of make a generic suggestion that would definitely work for clarity. If we have mouth here, nose here, and we have enough space up here so that you can get those eyebrows like this, because I know the character sort of he was like he was crooning or singing. But let's just say, for example, whatever expression you use, you think about his face a bit more clearly like this. And you could have some, sort of spilt liquid. You could have one of these is like a bottle that was broken. Whatever it is, you could, it kind of doesn't matter. I like the fact that you've got his legs going over the bench. I think that's a nice touch. Love the readability on the heart in his hands. That's all very clear, but just making his face feel this much clearer, whether it's this expression or not, but simplifying it, adding some structure to how her legs sit on the bench, to me, this I can look at very quickly, very easily, and go, okay, I totally understand what's going on. When I'm back here, I'm kind of confused at what I'm looking at with his face, and her legs definitely don't seem like they're sitting on the bench. So I would say make these types of adjustments to this piece and then go ahead and put it in your portfolio, because the design of the girl's face up here to me looks really great. Your level of finish, your level of ability to put down the final line, all looks really good. It's just a couple of final choices in her leg and body posing and the sort of bum's character's face. But overall, great work, so keep it up, and I look forward to seeing what you turn in next week.